What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are on Hearthstone. We're going to be showing you a guide at a very good rogue deck. Now, obviously, this isn't the main rogue deck. Like, if you're going to be playing a rogue deck, do what makes you feel comfortable. Do what makes you win. Simple as that. But if you want to check out this deck, then we'll go ahead and take a look at it. If you like this video, there's a lot more guides that I'm going to be working on and that I have worked on, like a Hunter guide, Paladin guide, Priest guide, things like that. Check out my channel and go ahead and subscribe. And I'll be posting a lot more Hearthstone videos. And just go watch the content that's on there right now, and I promise you'll enjoy it. So let's get started with this custom rogue deck. Now, this deck is very aggressive, very, very aggressive. With that, you have cards like Argent Commander. You've got Charge on that Argent Commander, and also Leroy Jenkins. A lot of Taunt Destroyer like Black Knight, things like that. Taking control. It's basically just it's a complete board clear. Like, you just keep clearing the board over and over and over. There are a few legendaries in here. They're not that, it's not that hard to get some legendaries. Just do some things you got to do, disenchant some cards. But it's definitely worth it if you want to check this deck out. So we'll go ahead and start out with the deck itself. So you've got 2 Backstabs, 2 Argent Squires, a Betrayal, just one of those, 2 Eviscerates, Blood Mage Thalnos, 2 Device Ringleaders, 2 Loot Hoarders, Nat Pagel, 2 Harvest Golems, 2 Shattered Sun Clerics, 2 SI-7 Agents, 1 Dark Iron Dwarf, 2 Defender of Argus, and 2 Leroy Jenkins, 2 Azure Drakes, Spiteful Smith, just one of those, 2 Argent Commanders, Sylvanas Windrunner, and the Black Knight. That'll make up your deck right there. Now, to go through some of this, there's a lot of card draw in here also, because you're wanting to get as many cards as you can in your hand and get as much charge on the field and as much pressure. You'll see that there's a lot of spell damage cards in here, like the Blood Mage and also the Azure Drake. And I believe that's pretty much it. But like the spell power, it's not really that important. I mean, you're really not seeing very many spell casts in here, anything like that. The Backstab is pretty good with it. I mean, Betrayal doesn't really work with it. And I mean, that's pretty much it. So it's not really the spell power, the spell damage you're working with. It's more of the card draw from those cards. He's got a Death Rattle that you draw a card, and then also that's Blood Mage Thalnos got a Death Rattle to draw a card, and then your Azure Drake, the 2 Azure Drakes, you got a Battle Cry that draws cards. So those are both really good. You're looking at nothing over 6 mana cost, so this is actually a really cheap deck, but it puts out a lot of pressure. You've got your Spiteful Smith, which is an amazing 5 mana card. You have your weapon out, and then you get it's enrages. Your weapon has +2 attack, which is amazing because you use that weapon for board clear most of the time. But when you're in those situations where you get a really good card draw, you're going to be using your weapon to just go straight for their face. So Spiteful Smith is very good on that one. The Black Knight, Battlecry, destroy an enemy minion with Taunt. You are going to be seeing a lot of Taunt, especially since it's an open beta now, and that is definitely, you're going to be seeing a lot of Taunt because people see, oh, Taunt, that means they can't attack me, then I'm going to do as many Taunts as I possibly can. Black Knight, you pull them out, you play and destroys a Taunt, and you just keep whacking at their face. It's really fun. Yeah, like you're only really looking at 3. Oh, I guess Eviscerate always works with the spell damage also. You do 3 damage, and then the combo deal 5 damage instead. So, you don't have very many spells in this deck, but the ones that you do, very good board clear, and it helps out a lot. Make sure you're paying attention to the Backstab. You still do deal 2 damage to an undamaged minion. Got to pay attention to that in case, you're like, oh, I'll hit him with my dagger and then Backstab. No, do the Backstab first, then hit him with your dagger. Simple things like that. So we get down to Nat Pagel. Now, Nat Pagel, it says 50-50 chance. It says a 50% chance to draw a card at the end of your turn. I mean, I've used Nat Pagel a lot. It's a really good beginner card because if it draws a card, they're going to be very upset. Your opponent is going to be like, crap, he keeps drawing cards. I need to get rid of that quickly. And because you're playing it at a turn 2 or possibly a turn 1 with a coin, it's really hard to get rid of, so they're going to have to use a lot to get rid of it, which is really amazing. So, it helps you deal with a lot of their pressure as far as spells and, charge cards goes like that. And then after that, Nat Pagel goes out. You probably get 2 turns off him and maybe a card. And then after that, you've pretty much dealt with a lot of their early game spells and minions. You start playing the Harvest Golem, which is amazing. Amazing card. Death Rattle, summon a 2/1 damage golem. Amazing. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much it. The whole objective for this deck is high pressure, high board clear, and high charge. Like it's an overall really good deck. Honestly, you play it, you gotta just watch how you're playing it. You gotta make sure that when he plays minions, you're taking care of those minions and then just pushing pressure onto him. You want to get those. His side of the board cleared before you start charging into him. That's always a make sure thing. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and you'll be seeing a lot more videos like this, like I said. So we'll see you guys next time.